Blessings, guys. My name is Ashley, and I am a stylist and owner of Triple Divas. This is Ashley Hair Chronicles. So today I just got out of an amazing spiritual bath, so I'm dressed here and covered in white, just for purity and changes that I am going through as far as life goes. I am definitely in a transitioning phase in my life all around, and I decided to document it. So I wanted to share with you guys as I am launching off my Healthy Hair Bootcamp, and I want you guys to show that I am very much a part of it, as well as you will be if you decide to join the actual camp. It is a 30-day hair boot camp, and I train you one-on-one, and I kind of go through some of my tips, tricks, and secrets. So other than that, this is my hair. Like I said, I just got out of a spiritual bath, so I did dedicate this bath, this cleansing, to my hair, because you can't forget when we go through things and we put our body through things, it also affects our hair and also our skin. So that's why it's important to incorporate it all together, as far as like healing and treating and just giving that extra attention, because it's a part of you. It helps you in the transitional phase, and you will know and see for yourself the more you do for yourself, especially during those hard times. That's when things will kind of go smoothly for you. So I'm gonna just do like a little spin here. I am actually going to be cutting my hair today. It's been not quite a year yet. I want to say the last time I got my hair cut was in July of 2017. We're in February 2018. So, yeah, calculate the time. That is the last time I got a haircut, which I am not too fond of, getting a lot of haircuts. One thing that I always tell my clients, when they ask me as far as, when do I need to get my hair cut so I can get on a schedule, first thing I stop them there and say, you do not need a hair schedule. That is not existing. I don't tell people the same thing because everyone is different, and which also brings me, what brought me to pushing forward to this boot camp as well. It's actually been a vision of mine for a very long time, but basically I just wanted to show you guys when you go through things, you can't neglect your hair. That should be the time when you push and give to yourself and your hair and your body, your skin, your health. You push and give that to yourself even more. And I just wanted to show you guys that journey, because I am going on this journey as well as you. And I'm not just talking out of my head. These are things that I have done in the past and things that I am applying now, and really even making accountability for myself and also for you guys, so you guys can see that journey. And I will hope that you would take it with me now, compared to later, and when you're thinking like, dang, I should have done that, or I should have done it in the beginning. So all that being said, love and light, and I look forward. Okay, you guys, this is the process of me blow drying my hair out. I'm deciding if I want to straighten it or just leave it blow dried, cut it, and maybe just wash it the next day or so. But I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing how I feel. So I'm just going in, and this is a little concoction I made as far as the leave-in conditioner. And ironically, what I put in my bath is exactly what's in here as far as oils. So I'm going to spray that as a leave-in because I want to keep my hair nicely moist and hydrated. And now I'm just going in and spraying a leave-in, not a leave-in, I'm sorry, a heat protection. I just got in my mouth by talking. So, yeah, that's that. Now I'm just going to go in and comb my hair out. Or detangle.
Of the Holocaust.
And I am looking in front of a mirror, if you're wondering. My tripod actually broke, or the stand part broke. So I just kind of have my phones just sitting on something. So that's why I'm not able to give you the correct angle. But hey, I'm just going with the flow, and at least you guys get to see something, right? So yeah, and it goes on. So just detangling, of course, starting from the bottom up. And as you see, it is really hard for me to get through my hair. Not too hard, but it is a little bit resistant because I have been neglecting my hair just a tad bit, not too long. It's been 2 weeks, and I just know for the condition of what my hair is in at the moment, I should have been giving it at least a week's worth of, or a week's, no more than a week. So when you are doing your hair, make sure you have the time, because this is a process, and especially if it's damaged, you don't want to rush through your hair, because you can possibly, or get frustrated as well as rushing through, because you can get, with being impatient and frustrated with your hair, you can basically damage your hair. Due to you just, you know, rushing through it, when if you would have just took your time, it, you know, you probably wouldn't lose as much hair as you lost, instead of thinking of it as just hair loss or your natural shedding. Because some of y'all, I'm telling y'all breaking your hair, and it's not, you're not just pulling out shedding. Like, if you can see this is how much hair that came out so far, and just with that back section. And I know for some of you guys, it probably would be more. So yes, that's why it is important to take your time, schedule out time for your hair, just as if you was scheduling time out for that pedicure you probably got. So just taking my time, and if it's easier, because I'm not gonna lie y'all, I have a pretty small head. I got a big head, but I got a pretty small head. It's weird, but hey, I'm not complaining. I love it. But ironically, I have a lot of hair. Like, my hair is really fine, but density-wise, it's pretty full. So, real unique thing to have going on with my hair. As you can see, it is. I had to take my time with that knot. Like, say if I would have just pulled it apart, it would have immediately broke. And I don't know, well, I know what it is. It's stress. My hair is just really, really weak. And I know it's not, I feel a lot of us will think, it's just, the hair. Of course, it probably needs protein, but with it being weak, it's probably just connected in a way as far as your emotions, and it could just be projecting off of, the things you're going through. Like I said, stress. So that could definitely be the cause of my hair feeling really weak. And it's weird because it doesn't necessarily feel brittle, but it feels weak. Like that pull, I can just kind of feel like if any like rough tug, like the wrong move is going to break. But with me feeling that and being more in tune with my hair, I just kind of like, lightly, like worked my way through it. So. In this part, I tell you, it takes a little bit more time, but it is definitely worth it. And I definitely take this step very serious because I also apply it to my clients' routines when, of course, I'm doing their hair. I even do it before I wash their hair as well. Just mainly during certain times, but I don't know if it's just me in that sense that I have, but just to show you, this is how much I lost my train of thought trying to talk about too many things at the same time, but shedding. That's how much shedding I have so far. So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since I've redone my hair, and just as far as this process being, the detangling process taking a little bit more time, I will tell you, the more you do this, as far as your routine, the easier it gets because the more manageable your hair will be. I'm almost scared to put heat in my hair because I feel like my baby is just so brittle right now and fragile. I don't even want to do the heat. That's why I most likely won't put heat towards my hair. And I usually don't, especially when it comes to my clients, I don't put heat to their hair as far as trims unless they request, and usually they don't unless they just want to straighten their hair and see the process of what's taking place. So this is what we got going. As you can see, it is a little difficult for me, as where usually I can just easily slide through, but you guys will see that process as I continue to document this journey. And don't be afraid to go in and spray your hair a little bit more. Like I said, this is my conditioning concoction I made. So yeah, the last time I actually cut my hair, I let someone else cut it, which I usually don't do. I usually cut my own hair, just because I know how I like it. I know how I want it to fall, and I just like to be that creative, or the creator over, especially my hair, especially when it comes to something as serious as cutting. Not that I'm scared of cutting it all off. I mean, I've definitely been there, done that, where I had someone literally, I went in, I did my natural, or my big chop again for the second time, and I had just decided to cut it off like it was no shape or anything. And this lady, she was really good, put together. So I was like, and actually I worked with her. So I seen her work or whatever. And I was just like, can you shape up my hair? And I told her, do not cut all my hair off. I don't want it short. I just want it shaped. So took my glasses off, and she just so happened to take the clipper guards out, and we worked, of course, at a hair cutting place. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, maybe she's using the number 8 guard, which is like the largest guard. It leaves the hair, an inch long, and I thought that she was just doing that at the side, or on the sides and the back. So to make a long story short, that 8 guard that I thought it was really a 3 guard. So the lower, if you know anything about clippers, the lower the number, the lower the hair it will get. So that 8, where it would have left my hair an inch long, just think about how much that 3 was. And my hair was at least 2 inches long, and I cut it from a bob, so the back was already short, but I was growing it out. And at this time around, because I already did the low cut the first time, so this time around I was like, okay, well, I actually want some length to it. So this is why I let it grow out a little bit until, of course, it was time to, get an actual shape so I can rock it. Like my first time going natural, I started straightening my hair a lot. Surprisingly, I didn't get heat damage. I probably had a little, but my curls was always there. So, I mean, I've always been good about taking care of my hair from a early age. But yeah, I straightened my hair a lot the first time, just mainly because I was in high school, didn't know what to do, and I have a big forehead. So I would either straighten my bangs and then leave the rest curly, but I think that's what I did a lot of the times. But still, that straight and water, it just don't mix, because of course, you know, the water is just, it's a mess. I don't know, honestly, like I just make things work because when I'm determined, especially when it comes to my hair, you know, I'm determined I make it work. But considering other people, just due to the fact that I'm a hairstylist, I have to not only think outside of the box, but I have to think for that client as far as their lifestyle. What are they able to do? What do they have time to do? What are they willing to do? Or what are they willing to sacrifice? So I kind of have to incorporate all of that along with being creative. So yeah, so the second time around, I just really wanted to rock my natural hair out. So this lady basically cut all my hair off, and I was mad, not like to the point where it was just angry, like I confronted her. I was like, oh damn, like this is way shorter than I thought. But now looking back, I am more appreciative to it because of the fact I got that time, that refresh, that do-over to like fully go through my natural hair process. Because the first time I cut it all off, I still had natural hair. I mean, not natural hair, I'm sorry. I still had relaxed hair. And so the cut initially was relaxed, and I was just rocking like a short cut. But as that grew out, like I said, I just started straightening my hair, or I'll just have it in a bush and maybe do like a headband, or I wasn't really actually too much into scarves back then. So yeah, I was just making it work. I'm really trying to remember the hairstyles, but like I said, I did know I started doing ponytails eventually, and then bangs, and then eventually I got into straightening it. But other than that, I really loved the shortcut. It grew on me because it was really easy for me to do dry sets, and I would just do my little part, and I'll slick it down, lay it flat, put some head wraps to my head, and after that, call it a night. Or really a day, because I could do it in the morning time or at night. I think I did it mostly in the morning. I would go into my suite, and I would set my hair for the day, and you know, send it to the dryer. With my hair being short, it wasn't all like a long drawn out process. It may have taken like 15-20 minutes, and I would just rock that. And honestly, like I said, I love it. Like, if I could do that with my length now, that would be life. And sometimes I think back, I'm like, dang, I wish I can go back to that wet set, because it was cute and just different. And even now, I'm like, I still could do a lot with that. You think you can't because it's so short, but no, you really can style it out and make it your own. So today I am kind of excited, because it's like, no, I know my hair needs it. Although, like I said, I'm not for like haircuts all the time, especially if you take care of your hair. So this is my breakage, I don't know why I want to say breakage, my shedding for my whole head. Now it was a little bit more because I do have some on my hands, but other than that, it's not by much. So yeah, like I said, it's not a lot. I took my time and just made sure all those unnecessary tangles were out. So now I'm just going to go back through my hair and start the blow drying process. hair. And if you like rocking a bush, you know, this is how you rock your bush. Comb that mud out. But yeah, anyways, let's get to it. I'm just going to be blow drying my hair for probably about 11 minutes in. So if you care to see the process, continue on and enjoy. If not, you can also just skip on through this part. But like I said, I'm just going to go through and blow dry my hair. So I seen how this process was already going as far as the blowing out, so I decided to go ahead and straighten it. So keep watching and stay in tune to see the end results. Also, you notice me having a little bit hard of process as far as blowing out my hair. It has been that long, you guys. So complicated, right? But this is a good sign. Heat is not always good for your hair, although I do like the blowout look as you've seen in the first demonstration. As far as my last trim, I actually just did a blow dry or blow out at that time. So this time around, you can tell I have had a little bit of issues as far as keeping up with my routine. Sometimes when I have so many clients, I tend to neglect my own hair. Kind of like that saying of the painter who paints everyone's house all day, but come home and you see his house is, you know, he has some little paint jobs, touch-ups that needs to be done or whatever. So yeah, same concept. Just a different case, I guess. But yeah, this was actually pretty interesting, but definitely a journey. And keep watching, you guys. It gets better. So the more I get to the top of my hair, I'm noticing it's more and more complicated as far as tangles and getting through it. And I'm going to actually show you a tangle that popped out and how bad those ends were, to where they were just really capturing like really like crazy knots, like hoops, 2 to 3 hoops. I wish I could have really gotten in camera what I was trying to show you guys. So this is just my lessons to you, to make sure you always keep up with your hair routine. I don't care how busy you think you may get, always make time for your hair, because it makes time for you, or it will help your time in the long run. And you know, the more love you show it, the more love it will show you. And clearly in this case, it was not showing me love, because my hair was like, girl, you know, you haven't had your hands in here in the last 2 weeks, or trying to put moisture to it, so stop playing. And now you want to put heat to my head. No, I'm just messing with you guys. But no, really, you kind of have to think of your hair like that, as far as dialogue. Like, really grow that relationship with your hair. Also, you notice me putting a lot of heat protection in my hair, because the fact that I do not straighten it often, and I have really fine hair. My hair could be very prone to heat damage, although I don't get heat damage like that. I just want to make sure I keep the best curl pattern, or more to my natural pattern than possible, because I don't want it to grow out looking funky, or I'm basically in the long run really looking for my hair pattern and the shape of my hair, especially when it comes to cuts. So this is another reason why I like cutting my own hair. And like I said, I'm not going for like silky, blow in the wind hair. I'm going for protection, and this is just going to get the job done. And honestly, I may go ahead and just straighten or rewash my hair within the next couple of days or so. And I would definitely keep you guys updated. So again, continue watching. So as you can see here, I was really digging that blowout look. Now, if only it was as smooth as it came out the last time. Man. Finally, this process is coming to an end as I finish up this press. It has definitely been a journey, and I thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video and would like to see more, or just stay tuned on my journey, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and catch me every week as I show my journey and more tips and tricks along the way. Also, if you would like to join my Healthy Hair Bootcamp, please feel free to email me or find me on any of my social media and or website to contact me about that, and we can get on a call to see if this is a fit for you. Okay, so this is my links. It's actually way longer than I expected it to be, but I do need a lot trimmed off, so I will show you guys the finished product.
This policy of careful dissemination of the truth has always characterized the Hermetics, even unto the present day.
Yeah, it reaches
the Hermetic
probably
teachings are to be found in all lands,
right here,
among all religions, but never identified with any particular
in the
country
back.
or with any particular religious sect. This is because of the warning of the ancient teachers against allowing the secret doctrine to become crystallized into a creed.
In the back, I'm pretty sure it needs cutting a lot, but yes, this is what I'm working with. But yeah, I can't wait for this trim, honestly, because I'm just ready to get through my hair easily and to be able to style it out and comb it in its natural state. So yeah, stay tuned.